Lightice's head is at right now. And he has time to kind of figure out what's going on there and what kind of habits he might have and if he's playing too aggressively. So having that buffer period, I think, is going to be really, really big for Doriavis.
Indeed. It is time also to blame the beast. Here we go. Grand finals of Glitch Infinite, the first iteration of this tournament series for all these fighting games with Glitch, and I'm super excited to see it. We got Doriavis versus Lightice. Let's get to it. Doriavis on the winner side of things with the Zato, Lightice with the Chipp. I also, by the way, love the way the stage looks.
Yeah, super solid. All right, off the bat here, we're seeing some strong aggression from Doriavis. Wants to really build any momentum he possibly can. And reminder, any match in this set is going to be huge for Doriavis and put the pressure on Lightice, who's going to have to build his way up to a reset, taking 3 games and then another 3 after that.
That round start was very similar to what we saw against Name, where he was trying to establish early dominance and make it look like Zato's a rushdown character and throw him off. But Lightice, with access to Chipp, has incredible amount of jump options, so he's going to avoid that quite often, and actually doesn't have to deal with that pressure nearly as bad as Gio did.
An excellent backdash there, recognizing that there's going to be a gap between the landing on the JH and the kick, and immediately turning it around to his advantage. What a solid stuff out too, catching the Alpha Blade, and Doriavis already taking the round.
That was actually so my thought process on the fact that like Lightice is like running hot. I think he's still going to do it, but that was a really good message, the way that he was able to shut down that round.
Brilliant stuff. All right, Frogger coming through.
He is playing so aggressive. This man is actual Croc Hunter, like just right up in his face. He barely had touch. All right, look, my prediction might be just way off.
Some good old-fashioned aggro gear. We're seeing it right now. That said, Lightice firing immediately back, getting a solid counter hit here. Tries to set up off of the wall jump, and it's going to work out for him, catching Doriavis going for the jump out.
Excellent job getting himself out of that position there. Back to Nooch, and Doriavis getting caught on the low, and he's got to hold that. Once again, another wall break for your troubles. That happened almost instantly.
One touch could do it. Blue RC coming through, immediately jumping out of range for that anti-air here. Has to burn some meters so he doesn't get chipped out by Eddie. And this is going to be huge. He's got no way out.
That's so oppressive.
Oh.
He had a decent amount of meter to they're cracking up.
Both of them.
They're cracking up.
Sorry, man. I didn't beat you. Eddie did.
I got choice words for that situation, man. But, like, still, incredible job from Doriavis. He understands win con at that point. You're pretty much down, especially with Chipp. You do not have the ability to afford taking all of that Chipp damage.
Exactly. Yeah, that's literally how he got his name.
Yep.
He can't get locked down like that. Excellent catch here. Oh, but the throw to get himself out, and just look at all that damage racking up on Lightice already. Just a little throw makes such a huge difference for a character like Chipp.
100%. Now, okay, starting to work his way in slowly. Quite a few lows. Finally goes into the overhead. It's like 3 lows in a row. Where's he going?
All right. He's backing off. He's backing off. He doesn't want to deal with it. Gets caught. Jumping in, though. Just a little bit too aggressive. I think he was trying to wait out that counter, and it didn't quite work out for him. Yellow RC, but ready for it is Doriavis Dawn.
Yeah, not trying to play around with it. All right, so Doriavis Dawn once again gets another adjustment. What is it? What is he doing so efficiently to shut down Chipp's approach right now?
I mean, we saw earlier the counter coming through with the jump out. I think he's just not giving Lightice the chance to play neutral. He's trying to catch him pretty early on. He's been solving the jump out for the most part. We didn't see it there, but he's been keeping him really, really locked down with this Eddie, and that's just so hard to deal with.
Well, I mean, at least Lightice, if anything, his blocking has been really good. The problem is when this happens, and he's forced to have to use meter.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Lightice is great at escaping the corner, but how can you escape the corner if the mix is endless?
Yeah, exactly.
What do you do?
When you are never actually allowed to get your turn, the mix doesn't matter because you're stuck there forever. And Doriavis Dawn moves up 2 games. Lightice kind of talking to himself for a bit. Trying to get himself at work. All right, so Doriavis is just like, all right, look, I'm ready to go, man.
Yeah, man, it's late.
Yeah,
I got a hotel, but it's still kind of a drive, you know?
Yeah, man, look, I get, like, look, okay, this whole, like, the storyline, it was nice, you know, trying to get amped up, but I'm ready to dip. As we see, already started things off, though. Starting things off, I can't speak.
No worries, it's late.
English evades me right now as we see Lightice coming in, trying to get some damage, but as soon as those reset, we see the aggro Zato come right back in.
Yeah, everyone watching in hindsight, you got to remember, it's like midnight at this point, so we may not be entirely on point in the grand finals. Apologies, but we will be doing our best. Excellent catch here, and I think that probably applies to the players, too, at this point.
Oh, yeah.
That attrition has definitely taken its toll.
The stamina game matters so much when you get to this point, and I think, you know, that gas tank is starting to come to like empty pretty quickly for Lightice here by comparison to before, and it's just the relentless onslaught that is Doriavis, right?
Zato. That's Zato.
I'm stubborn. I want to get this figured out.
I respect it. All right, Lightice finally on the board here, taking a solid round there. I loved something I saw earlier. He used pink RC. He dash canceled it forward, and he used it to kill Eddie. Yeah. That is the coolest thing I think I've ever seen in this game. It's such a little thing, but it works so well.
You know, it is the little things that count.
Yeah. All right, starting off some aggression here. The counter going to turn things around, though. Just such a strong button.
It's so funny just watching the constant switch backs and forth between Eddie and Zato, having just wait for your turn to come to a close. Once again, he's done such a good job of not letting Chipp get in the air. I do not remember the last time I saw Lightice actually have a safe jump in.
It's an absolute slugfest. Oh, and catching his toes is going to be the drill, and we are at match point, ladies and gentlemen, here in the grand finals.
Lightice had the ability to get himself around, but now he might be facing elimination from the bracket with what could be a 3-0 and a handshake.
Ooh.
Big anti-air.
Huge anti-air, and with this lead, that is going to put Lightice in a terrible position. Another air-to-air coming through, forcing the burst. All right, Lightice trying to find his way in, able to use those jumps to his advantage and finally worm his way through that defense.
He has no more escape options. Eddie coming through, gets a command grab. He's pretty much got one mistake left, and this happened last time. He went for a grab immediately.
Low.
Oh, went for the low.
And that's going to be curtains, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be Doriavis Don taking it with a clean 3-0 in the grand finals. Probably the only sweep we've seen here, really.
Yeah, we haven't seen a sweep since, like, losers top 8.
Easily.
Yeah, and that was a while ago, and what an incredible show and performance from Doriavis Don. Absolutely, it's so well executed, not just on the Zato but the Milia, but when it came to grands, oh my goodness, man. Winners and grands, nobody could touch it.
Yeah, I mean, he locked down that air game, exactly like you said. Every time he got a big counter hit, it was off of an anti-air or an air-to-air, and that just spelled absolute disaster for Lightice, because, I mean, you can't approach Eddie. You're not going to run into Eddie and try to hit Zato, because he's going to throw out those counters. That's the conditioning, right? It forces you to go into the air and try to catch him with a jump, but then, you know, Doriavis, who's very used to his Zato play, is just going to be waiting for you there. You're going to jump into his open arms.
Exactly. That is not the loving embrace of an angel.
No.
You did that. No, that is quite the opposite. Eddie is a fiend, but still incredibly impressive play, an incredible run from so many people from this Guilty Gear top 8 that we had today, and all the competitors who are out here for day 1. But that does not mean we are done for the weekend. Yep. I'm done. I've been up for like 42 hours or something at this point. I don't even know. I can't think straight, but it was an incredible tournament. I'm so glad we got to do this. You said you haven't been back